This shopping centre behind me is in the Brisbane suburb of Fortitude Valley. Nearly 10 years ago, there was a nightclub on the second floor called the Whiskey A Go-Go. In 1973, the Whiskey A Go-Go became the scene of the worst mass murder in Australia this century. One man actually predicted that it would happen and wrote about it in the newspapers. The man who was tragically right was Brian Bolton, one of the old brigade of crime reporters in this country, a battered band of brothers who see all evil, hear all evil, and know all evil.
You've got to be prepared to be rung at any minute of the day and leap out of bed and go anywhere to meet possibly the scum of the earth, the shit that knocks around this country, the drug pushers, the peddlers, the murderers, the rapists. You've got to be prepared to meet these people and deal with them on their own ground.
Stories about murders, rapes, bashings, drug busts. In 26 years of reporting, he's broken some of the biggest crime stories in this country. And to get them, he's had to keep some strange hours and some strange friends. Most of the time, the Eagle comes into the office only to file his copy. It's hard to imagine Brisbane as a crime capital, but it has its moments.
It's like an old buddy girlfriend gone bad.
In picking up his stories, though, the wandering scribe has sometimes found himself dealing with some pretty tough customers.
When you're involved in reporting crime or police rounds, it's not uncommon to be the subject of some violence yourself. I've been shot twice. I don't want to go into that detail. I suppose I've been flogged a dozen times, but you don't think about those until afterwards.
Bolton's gung-ho attitude has helped him get some extraordinary stories in the past.
I think where it's a matter of public interest, you pursue it right to the bitter end.
When you mix it with the big-time crims, you can find the sword is mightier than the pen, and even a fast left hook isn't much help. Billy Phillips is perhaps the most colourful of Bolton's extraordinary gallery of night people who could supply him with information.
We received 6 sticks of gelignite in the parcel, and my wife opened it on the bed while she was talking to me and blew us both up. And I wanted to do an eagle because an eagle's a sign of royalty, it's strength and freedom.
There are occasions where it's unfortunately necessary, if you're going to come back in one piece, to go on some assignments with some form of armament, gun in other words. You're by yourself. A lot of these assignments are places like lonely car parks or lonely streets. You don't know what's around the corner.
After a long night, the Eagle has finally landed.
You know, every time you hear those presses roar, there's something in there that you've published, that you've written, that is going to be of great public benefit.